Coming up,
Our beds induce sleep that would allow you to stay healthier and live a better life.
we find out why sleep health is so important in the world's most expensive bed. We'll even hear from the sleep doctor himself. Then, we take a nature walk through the Everglades and mingle with the locals. Don't worry, if nature's not your thing, we'll show you the latest technology in a touchless spa. Publix has a whole new market with a whole new look. Your COVID tax questions are answered, and we check in with some old Pilates friends today on SoFlo Health. A lot of people think that the Everglades is a swamp. It's not. It's actually a very slow-moving river, and it's a huge part of Florida's entire ecosystem. In fact, it used to run all the way up to Lake Okeechobee. Hi, I'm Hunter Franke. Welcome to SoFlo Health. And what does the Everglades have to do with health? A lot, because it sustains all of the life that we get to enjoy here in South Florida. So on today's episode, we're in Markham Park's nature trail right here in the Everglades. We're going to talk about why it's so important and of course share health with you as we usually do, so follow me. On SoFlo Health, when we get the opportunity, especially during the pandemic, we like to check in with some of the businesses and friends that we've met along the way and see how they're doing. Unfortunately, a lot have had to close, but unexpectedly, some have been able to expand, and that includes Jet Set Miami. Let's go check in with Tamara. Tamara, it's good to see you. We're socially distant. We're gonna take our masks off for this interview
Hi,
here.
Hunter.
Hi.
So good to see you 2 years later.
Almost 3 years now.
Almost
Coming up in a
3.
couple months, it'll be 3 years later. And boy, what a ride it's been.
It's been a ride.
So tell us, what's different other than this incredible new studio?
So Jet Set has really made a pivotal change. We got a strategic investor, a Centner family office. It all happened during COVID. We signed this lease 2 days before the official shutdown on March 16.
Wow.
But the result of it is this beautiful location. We're busier than ever because our method, a dedicated reformer spaced out, has been more popular during the pandemic than before, and I truly hope it stays.
And just a quick reminder for people, why Pilates? What's good about it? What helps them?
What's best about Jet Set is that within a period of 45 minutes, we've created a full body workout that is both cardio and strength training that you cannot get anywhere else but Jet Set. And it's all combined with beautiful setting, amazing music, and a really great group of instructors.
Well, it's good to see you. And now
Thank
I'd
you.
like to send it over to a previous clip that we had from episode 8. Take a look.
Oh, gee.
Tamara, show me how to use this thing.
Yes, I will. So why don't we get on a machine? We're going to
Okay.
experience a little Jet Set butt lift, what we call it. So you're going to come here, you're going to put one knee here.
One knee
And
here.
then you're going to put another knee right here.
Okay.
All right. And then give me this foot. I'm going to hook this called bungee around
Okay.
your foot. And you're going to come on your forearms for me.
All right.
All right. And then you're going to lift this leg up. All
Okay.
right. So once you feel the tension, from this point, you're going to start to kick it up and up.
Whoa.
And up. And up. That's it. So you should be feeling like somebody's biting you in that behind. That's it.
After having 2 children, it's been a really great way to try to get back into shape. I love the energy, I love the trainers, they give great instruction, and I've made really great friends. It is hard, it is challenging, you may fall, but give it 2 or 3 classes and you'll be totally hooked.
Some marsh rabbits. While these marsh rabbits are cute to look at, they are of least concern when it comes to endangered species. But in the Florida Everglades, there are 13 endangered species and 10 threatened. So it's really important to make sure that we're not leaving anything behind that's going to hurt them. And that's why I have a metal water bottle with me today, making sure that I don't leave some plastic behind, something that's going to hurt to the environment. In fact, we recently did a show with Ron McGill of Zoo Miami, Andrew Otazo, a local environmentalist, and we picked up plastics out of the mangroves, and we spent some time with Off the Hook Florida, who's doing the same thing out at different islands, using their boats to be able to get out and get those hard to reach places. It's really important to protect our wildlife and environment, especially the Florida Everglades, because it sustains so much life. So I'm gonna keep moving forward, try not to disturb our new friends, and I'll see you in a bit. Whoa, what time is it? Believe it or not, this is the most expensive bed in the world, and it's actually good for your health. How? Well, let's talk to Juan and find out. Hey Juan.
Welcome, Hunter. How are you?
I'm great, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Well, thanks for having us here today. It's really relaxing in here. Tell me.
It is.
Tell me about the place.
Well, it's the Miami Sleep Spot. It's a Hastings Sleep Spot. It's one of the very few in the world. And it's a place where you come and discover more about our brand, to what we're all about.
And what makes these beds special?
Well, there's a lot of things that makes us special. Our beds induce sleep. So there are sleep-inducing products that would allow you to stay healthier and live a better life.
I'm glad you said stay healthier. Why is this important to our health?
Well, sleep is probably one of the most important things you can do for yourself. Based on their heights and their weights, we help them find the right support, whether it's a soft or a medium or a firm or perhaps an extra firm. Most people care about their cars they're driving versus spending a third of their lives on a comfortable bed, which is very important to us.
And here you guide people through the process of what they should look for when they're choosing a bed. So do you think you could guide me through the process?
Absolutely, we can do that. You want to get started?
All right, let's get
go.
started. Let's start back here. Huh?
Hunter is now resting on our Vividus bed. It takes 320 man-hours to make this bed by hand, completely from top to bottom. So I challenge anyone with sleep problems to come into our sleep spot here at the Miami Design District and test all of our beds and experience them. We will guarantee you will fall asleep. We'll see if Hunter does.
When SoFlo Health returns, a futuristic touchless spa and Publix's new market with a new look.
Focusing on you from your team of experts at Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center, South Florida's only National Cancer Institute designated cancer center.
Inez Elatar is a competitive award-winning swimmer, a professor at the National Cancer Institute, and one of Sylvester's newest patients. Now that Dr. Ola Landgren is chief of Sylvester's myeloma program.
When you find someone so supportive and caring, and as well is one of the best doctors, there is no combination that they cannot beat.
10 years ago, Inez was diagnosed with multiple myeloma, a blood cancer that forms in plasma cells. Dr. Landgren has seen a dramatic increase in the life expectancy of his patients.
When I started my career, unfortunately, the average survival was only 1, 2, or 3 years. But today, when patients are diagnosed, they have 10, 20 plus years of overall survival.
Dr. Landgren, a world-renowned researcher dedicated to finding a cure for myeloma, says there are promising new treatments on the horizon.
There are more than 20 new bispecific monoclonal antibodies in development, and I think the first of them will probably come to be FDA approved. I would project in early 2022. So I would say the future looks extremely bright.
Inez has plans to compete in the World Championships next year.
Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Franke, and I'm taking a quick snack break along our nature trail at Markham Park to experience the Everglades. Today's show, we're talking to you about why it's so important that we protect the Everglades and how it affects your health. I'm using a reusable container as to not leave anything behind or have any risk of that. And if you're wondering, what does it have to do with health? Well, do you drink water? I bet you do. That means that you're one of the 7 million South Floridians that are supplied drinking water by the Florida Everglades. Crazy, right? Well, I'm gonna drink some of that water right now and continue on the trail. You watch this. We're continuing our sleep health journey here at Hastings today, and we have the absolute pleasure of being with Dr. Bruce, and he is the author of The Power of When. Dr. Bruce, thank you for being with us today. Tell us a little bit about yourself before we get to talking here.
So my name is Dr. Michael Bruce. I'm known as the sleep doctor. So I have a unique situation in that I'm medically board certified in sleep, but I have a PhD in clinical psychology. So I'm really about teaching people how to get a better night's rest.
We're here at Hastings in Miami, Florida. Tell us about what makes these beds so great.
The culture was really cool. Like, sleep is important to these people.
Right.
It's not just the thing that you do at the end of the day. It's the thing that actually fuels your life. And that's the difference that we're seeing here, is that Hastings has been very thoughtful. Yeah, their products may cost a little bit more than some of the other products out there, but at the end of the day, you're investing in your health. You're investing in your sleep.
What would you tell the average person who continues to cut some sleep because like, oh, you have to live life in X, Y, or Z? What would you say to that person?
There's some really interesting data, but we know that if people sleep in the 7 to 9 hour range, that's the time that they're going to live the longest. If they sleep 10 hours, we see a dip. If they sleep less, we see a dip. And so that seems to kind of be the balancing place for most people. Our scheduling and what we put in our bodies, it really has a secondary big factor. Caffeine and alcohol are the two big insulters, of course. And a lot of people don't think about it, but caffeine has a half-life of 6 to 8 hours, right? Wow. So if you drink a cup of coffee at 2 o'clock, half of it is still in your system at 10. One of the things I tell people all the time is sleep is a window into our health. When we're not getting sleep for whatever reason, there's either something mentally or physically that's going on that's affecting us, whether that's a mental health issue like anxiety or depression, or it could be a physical issue like pain, menopause. There's a whole host of things that have giant effects on sleep.
Well, Dr. Bruce, thank you so much. Really, we've learned a lot here about sleep, about Hastings, and I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. It's my absolute pleasure. Thanks for everything.
Thank you. The Everglades is a subtropical wetland ecosystem, and it's the only one like it in North America. There's really only 2 seasons here, a wet season and a dry season, and the temperature varies about 10 degrees between the two, which is why you pretty much get similar weather here year-round, and you can always expect that tropical feeling. It's why some people love to live here, and others not so much. And we get to experience it up close and personal from time to time because we live here. In the past, we were able to spend some time with the Miccosukee tribe, and they gave us an airboat tour through the Everglades, which is a great way to see it up close and personal. And I'll tell you why airboats in just a bit. But first, you have some more SoFlo Health to watch. If you're from South Florida, or here in South Florida, or anywhere in Florida for that matter, then you know Publix, and you probably know Greenwise. In fact, we've had them here on SoFlo Health, and we've talked about the benefits of sourcing locally and getting better ingredients, which you can do with Greenwise. Well, guess what? Greenwise is its own market now. Welcome to Publix Greenwise Market. Today, we're going to take a tour, show you what's new with Greenwise, and we'll start with the cuts. Welcome to Cuts. Here, you'll find your cuts. And first of all, just take a look at this seafood selection. It's much larger and there's more options than your average Publix. And if we head over here, you'll find your meats. They've got bacon that they make in-house, sausages, lots of options for meat, more Greenwise options than you would find at Publix. Let's head over to Eats and see what else they have. Thanks a lot, Robert. Oh man, we've got a strawberry kiwi smoothie here at Publix Greenwise Market. You can even get kombucha, you can get some coffee, you can even get a little wine, if that's for you. I'm gonna get a sip of this. Wow, it's good and fresh. You can create your own acai bowl. So much you can do here at Publix Greenwise Market, but I've got something you're gonna like. Follow me. Now we find ourselves in the care section, and you'll see that they have expanded multivitamins, supplements, and pretty much everything that you could need when it comes to your health. They even have Greenwise multivitamins. But let's listen in to Robin.
You'll find charcuterie boards, you'll find cheese boards, you'll find a mix of things that are just ideal for party planning. So whether you're pairing wines and cheeses, beers and bratwurst, whatever it may be, our specialists have really helped walk you through it and create an experience for you that will be great for your guests. So you're at our Fort Lauderdale location, so you can visit or you can go online to greenwisemarket.com. While you're online, you can also go ahead and register for Greenwise Market Rewards. And essentially what that is an opportunity for our first-time users. We offer $5 off, $10 or more for your first time going onto the website and becoming a rewards member. And it helps you find out what other savings are happening in the store and ways you can save on some of your favorite products and things like that. We also have an opportunity for those who shop with Greenwise Market Rewards to do good in the community. A portion of qualifying purchases that you make at the store actually benefit some great organizations in the community. So it's a really great program to be a part of, and you can find that on our website as well.
More SoFlo Health is on the way. Tax season has been extended due to the pandemic, and we consult an expert. Plus, a touchless spa that will leave you feeling pre-pandemic relaxed after the break. Look, it's a dinosaur, also known as the Florida alligator, and we have plenty of those here in the Everglades. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and today we're taking a nature walk through the Markham Park Nature Trail, and we ended up at the levee here. You can see that's an alligator. Another cool thing about the Everglades is that it's the only place where alligators and crocodiles coexist. So if you don't like alligators, don't worry, there's crocodiles. Hey Jack, tell me, what are we in for today?
Today is all about touchless wellness. So without a provider, without anyone in the room, you can experience technologies that heal your whole body.
Hang tight, and I'll see you down at the Soma Dome.
All right, I'm excited.
All right.
This color therapy and binaural beats healing device is a great spot to get away for 20 minutes. You have multiple meditation options to choose from, and Hunter here is just finishing his manifestation session, and he should be just about done.
I have to say, it's quite relaxing. You've got the guided meditation along with you, and really, it's a great experience. And that's what you're trying to do here, is give people a way to get away from all the hustle and bustle of Miami, come here and relax, correct?
That's right. And I'd love to continue this wellness journey as we head on to cryo. Are you ready?
I am so ready for some cryo.
All right, let's go. Welcome to our electric cryotank. It's full body,
okay.
2 to 3 minutes. This is awesome for reducing pain, inflammation, improves your joint mobility and your immune system.
Exactly how cold is it gonna be?
It can get up to 275 degrees negative Fahrenheit. So today you're just at 140.
Oh, thanks. The last touchless therapy that we're going to check out here today is the VEMI. That low hum that you might hear is helping eliminate electromagnetic frequencies that we are piling on throughout the day by being around Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and TVs being on. All of those electrical signals are messing with our own body's electrical signals that your nervous system uses to communicate. There's so much more to it than that, so I'm gonna have Jack explain it to you in further detail while I sit back and relax, kill the lights. I'll see you in a second.
VEMI stands for Vibroacoustic Electromagnetic Infrared Therapy. So this puts you in a deep state of rest and digest, also known as your parasympathetic nervous system. You can feel complete rest within moments of lying on the bed. It's warm, you've got the vibrations that sort of lull you into this super relaxed state where your body can just begin the healing process.
Being on the VEMI for just a few minutes, you already start to feel instantly relaxed. In fact, after all the treatments I was able to experience here today, I feel incredibly restored. My muscles are feeling great, but it's on to some more SoFlo Health to work them again. Look at this. Do you need any more reason to protect the Florida Everglades or to go see it for yourself? Earlier, we talked about the rides we took on airboats to get an up close and personal look with the Miccosukee tribe. And that's for good reason, because airboats allow you to navigate these waters. It's 4 to 5 feet average depth, no more than 9 and sometimes less than 4 feet. So this way you're able to go through the Everglades and disturb the wildlife as little as possible with an airboat. Well, there's still some more SoFlo Health, and we've got some more trail to walk, so watch this. It's a gorgeous day in Sunset Harbor, and we're here to talk about taxes, but don't run away just yet. You might want to listen up. Even though the tax deadline has passed, there is an extension, and we're here to talk about how that affects you. We're here with Ricky of Tax File. Thank you so much for joining us again. We're nice and social distant, so we'll take our masks off. We're outside in this beautiful weather. Tax day is come and gone. You know, we're recording this before that time, but by the time somebody at home is watching this, it's come and gone, but there's an extension. What does that mean to us?
So usually, as you know, the tax deadline is April 15th.
Yep.
However, that was extended because of the crazy circumstances that we're in and the changing legislation.
Another question that we do get is from retired people. How does the tax situation affect them, especially during COVID?
Yeah, the biggest thing that came about during COVID was the 401k distribution. So usually if you run into any hardships, right, so let's say you take $100,000 out of your 401k because you're retired, obviously you're not working, you don't qualify for unemployment, you take money out of your 401k. In the past, you have to pay that money back plus a penalty. now you just have to pay it back. So it's a loan from your 401k. It's not really like, oh, I could just take 100k and I retired early.
Is there any other pressing question regarding taxes and COVID that you receive a lot that you would like to address?
So this month we've had this American Rescue Plan that was pushed through Congress. The biggest thing from that is the child tax credit. If you have children, you could claim it as the dependents on your tax form, and you get historically $2,000 per child, right? If they're under the age of 6. Now that's gone up to $3,600, right? So $1,600 more per dependent. Okay. For the most part, what you should know is that you're getting more per child on your tax form. Now, there's a caveat to that.
Of course.
Yeah, of course, like everything. You're not going to see it in that refund, the direct deposit, okay? The additional amount above the $2,000 is going to be paid in the summer. The important thing to know is don't count on that money coming in 2 weeks. It starts July 1st, and it's going to be paid out monthly.
Well, Ricky, thank you so much for sharing your tax knowledge with us and clearing up some of the confusion, because COVID's been confusing enough. We don't need any more. So thank you for making that easier on us.
Thanks for having me.
You got it. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and today we have taken you through the nature trail at Markham Park all the way over to the levee by the Everglades to experience the Everglades up close and personal. We've been talking about how to protect it, why it's important to protect, and how it affects your health. The Everglades covers a lot of land, as you've seen. How much land, you ask? 1.5 million acres. And it is absolutely beautiful. It's one of the only places like it in the world, and definitely in North America. So we're happy to be able to experience it right here in our own backyard. That's all for this week's episode of SoFlo Health. Thank you so much for watching and for coming along with us. We hope that you get to experience the Everglades in your own way. You can watch previous episodes of SoFlo Health on SoFloHealth.com. You can follow us using @SoFloHealth to share with us what you're doing to stay healthy. And until next week, I'm going to see if I can identify all 68 species of mosquitoes out here and continue on the trail. Until next week, goodbye and good health. Probably should have brought bug spray. How long is this trail anyway?